Hey everybody, having some Murgatroyd. This is your brain. Hey yeah, and this is your brain on drugs. Point to the moral is, baby, don't do drugs. Say no to drugs.
So the goons be in the kitchen.
That looks good, baby. Give Mr. Charlie please that.
PotsandPolitics,
Heaven's a Murgatroyd. That looks yummy, yummy for Uncle Red's tummy. Could you be mine? It's time to cook my neighbor.
Shirts and the Pearl. It's a black-owned brand, me and my brother. You can find him at Really She. You can find a clothing line at FMF Clothing. You can find me, Common_Goon. You can place your orders on their website coming soon. You can still contact us via Instagram, place your orders. We'll have them to you within a week. If you're within a DMV, you can deliver it. If not, we'll just send your information, we'll get the shipping together for you.
Facts. Support black businesses.
This is my family. This is my family. My family. This is my family.
Hey yo, this is PotsandPolitics. No time for politics. Somebody said I had no class in '86 because I had dropped out. But yo, we at the zoo. So y'all already think black folks act like monkeys anyway, so go ahead with that. But yo, we at the zoo, the National Park Zoo at Washington, D.C. Smithsonian Joint. We gonna see the Earth today. Today is gonna be Animal Earth Day. Of course, you know I'm gonna rock for my family, my son, shirt design. Shout out to FMF. Also, shout out to Shitty's Community. Also, shouts out to Power Athletics, my grandson's clothing joint. And we gonna get loose. Keeping it real. Somebody said what I'm drinking. Water. Your body 93% water, God. Come from the earth, the rest is carbon. We all connected in the universe. The earth, human beings, animal beings, you know, keeping it real. This is why I come to the zoo for educational purposes, but I've never ever really been a fan of seeing animals, what's the word, captive, held captive. Everyone comes and looks at the animals. Do you know that back in the 1500s, they had human beings in zoos as well, like animals. Other races would come and see those other races locked up in a zoo like animals. Okay, so this is how I always felt this way about seeing animals in a zoo. You know, if you are religious, you know that the Bible tells you that it told Adam to name the animals and to take care of the animals and to take care of the earth. Nowhere did it say hold them captive in a cage. This is also why I feel certain ways about pet owners. If you really love pets, especially a pet like a cat or a dog, what you would notice is that if you show them animals love, they'll come to you on their own. There's no need to have a leash on them. There's no need to try to keep them captivated in your crib. Just feed them and love them as is, and on their own, they'll come and see you. I'm cool like that when it comes to pet ownership. But the moment you have to put somebody in a little cage to carry or have to put a noose on their neck or whatever. You know, speaking of that, have you noticed that in childcare, They've came out now with this type of device where there's certain people that's actually put their children on leashes now and try to play it off and make it look like it's fun, like a little backpack, like shaped like a monkey, but the tail be long, which is the leash for you to have your child on the leash. To each their own. I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm just here to tell you about how my feelings is about people in cages, people on leashes, no matter how commercially smooth or savvy you try to make it look like, and how people, the gaudiness of man who thinks he has the right to take God, natural animals and earth and put them in cages and everything for people to spectate like how they used to do slaves. Possum Politics. Drink your water. Mouth.
Heavens and Murgatroyd. Can I even read this fast? A tiger was in the wild. Remember India? His time as a pet is over. Got sanctuary somewhere. The words is going too quick. I just got the freestyle. He gets to play. He gets to play now. And he get to swim. Heavens and Murgatroyd. Uncle Francisco Reyes can't hold on like that. I'm just a woo spoon. But I guess what it's saying is that, he was a tame tiger. Possible outcome for India. The tiger's name is India. Big cats. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at this, Joe Exotic. Yeah, I see something about him on Netflix. I think he went to jail for illegal cat harvesting or something. I don't know. Allah bless all the animals. Majestic animals, yeah.
This is Possum Politics. No time for politics. Somebody said I knew Dame Dash in 96. Yo, peace science, y'all. About to go to the reptile house. Adam and Eve. They said she was deceived by a serpent. Snakes is what they call serpents in some languages. But that means that at one time, the serpents must have been reptilians walking on two legs. Because when the snake got cursed for deceiving Eve and making her eat from the tree, which he didn't make her eat from the tree, he just lied to her and she chose to eat from the tree from his influence. She got cursed. Adam got cursed for not paying attention to his wife. And the serpent got cursed to have to crawl on his belly. So if they crawled on their belly, snakes, serpents, that means they must have had feet and walked on 2 feet before they was cursed. There's a such thing as a snake people. It's called reptilian. Do your research. Also, some cultures eat snakes. Good meat to eat. Chop it up. Ain't got no feet. Good little seesaw. Let's go see.
RAP, Royal Alchemist Pharaohs. Yeah. Just let this sink in.
Yeah, baby. Nah, baby. I don't know, baby. Nah, I'm saying, you can tell by how he's skinning that snake that my man been cooking snake for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Mr. Charlie, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I eat snake like that. Tuck you mean? No. But I'm just saying, don't knock it though till you try it. You don't know what you'll eat in any situation for real. You starving enough. If this was an apocalypse, you find yourself eating all kinds of, just say your grace before you eat. Amen. Yeah.
Desperation wades across the Rio Grande. Thousands of Haitian immigrants hoping to seek asylum in the U.S. wait in a makeshift camp in Del Rio, Texas, their futures in limbo. I don't have anything to live on, Miguel Josue said. Everything that I have is here at the camp.
What you're seeing behind me is a steady stream of Haitian migrants going back and forth from the Mexico side where we are to the U.S. side. Now, the reason they're doing so is because they say they don't have access to food in this camp where they've been held out.
There is not enough food for everybody inside there, Pierre Gensler told us. We need to get out of the camp to look for food. Things are worse. Sunday, mounted Border Patrol agents temporarily blocked the flow of immigrants coming and going into the camp. And deportations began. According to Border Patrol, 3,300 migrants have already been removed from the camp, either sent to detention centers or flown back to Haiti. The 9,000 who remain are expected to be gone by the end of the week. Still, some hope to be granted asylum, since many have nothing in Haiti to return to. I left my country for a better life, John Baptiste said. What side of the Rio Grande that life will be lived is still unknown.
You know, they practicing social distancing and mask wearing in a lot of these public places. Some of these places, if you ain't got the COVID card, you can't go in there if you ain't got your jab card. They're practicing social distancing, you gotta have the jab. Or you could be like me and be like, nah, I didn't. This is a viper snake, very poisonous. The garbone viper. Could this possibly be family of the reptilians? Just like I told you, the reptile family is one of the oldest families. They actually say that the animals predate the existence of humans. Now, according to the Bible, that's actually true, because God separated the night from the day and the earth from the water and made all of the flying and the creepy things. Before he created Adam, he made man last, according to the scriptures, and that's what you believe in. Turtles and whales are the oldest creatures of the earth. They date back to prehistoric time. Turtles have been known to live up to 100 to 200, 300 years when undisturbed in their natural habitat. They're environmental creatures, so they grow depending on where they live. If you had this same turtle born in a fish tank, it would be only the size of the tank. If this turtle was allowed to be open in the free wild, it could grow as big as a tire. They adapt to their environment. Old prehistoric turtles still exist to this day. Something stink. We must be by the elephants. We about to see some elephants, y'all. What y'all know about elephants, man? Elephants is prehistoric. One of the oldest animals that exists on the earth. Elephants been here since the dinosaur times. You know what I'm saying? And they smell like it too. elephants. You see how they throwing the sand? He's throwing the sand on himself. This is a form of cleaning themselves. They don't just clean themselves with water only. They also use the sand like an astringent sometimes to get the extra bugs and parasites that accumulate on them. So they use the sand to throw on them to get the bugs off of it. Sometimes also birds sit on top of elephants and defecate. They doodle on the elephant. So this is also why they throw the sand on top of themselves. And a lot of times after they finish throwing sand on themselves, they'll then rinse themselves off with the water. Yo, we gonna see some panda bears. Yo, oh, there you go. Nice clear shot. Gotta zoom into the panda.
Those animals was almost extinct at one time. And the Animal Association had to work with the Wildlife Association to preserve their life. Panda bears are mostly from Eastern Asia. And now we have Ping Ping and Ling Ling sent over here. And they made some kids. This was back in the 80s, and the pandas are still here right now. Pandas are so majestic and beautiful.
At the National Zoo. Beautiful. There's nothing more majestic than a beautiful zebra in its natural habitat. Allah makes such wonderful creations, majestic and beautiful, serene and peaceful.
Search is on for missing zebras in Prince George's County. They escaped from this farm. Fox 5's Josh Rosenthal is live in Upper Marlboro with more. They're looking for what I believe is a dazzle, right? That is a group of zebras. Learning so much tonight.
Back here, this is Crane Highway, Upper Marlboro, very major road, and yet those zebras apparently were spotted not all that far from here. Check out this video shot by the Curling family. It's hard to make out, but if you look really closely, you can see some zebras. Here's the deal. According to Animal Control, 3 zebras escaped from a private farm located a little under 5 miles from where we are now. We got some chopper footage there tonight. You can see the zebras that didn't escape. We're told the ones that did made a run for it either last Thursday or Friday. Since then, they've been spotted a few times.
The National Zoo in Washington, D.C. says 6 lions and 3 tigers tested presumptive positive for COVID-19. Zoo staff noticed the animals were coughing and sneezing, lethargic with decreased appetites. Fecal sample tests showed the presumptive positive, with final results expected in the next few days. Right now, they are being treated with various medications. The zoo says visitors are not at risk due to the distance between them and the animals. Some animals are set to be vaccinated against COVID when a specialized vaccine becomes available in the coming months.
Darwin's theory of evolution, they try to teach you that man comes from apes. There's actually
courses taught in the most prestigious of schools, Yale, Harvard, about mankind is a theory possibly coming from apes. That's not true. We don't come from apes. We are created from the Most High, who also created the apes. But evolution means to come from something where what you come from evolved, so what you come from no longer exists, and that what you evolved from no longer existed anymore. Then you can't possibly come from apes because apes are still here. I'm gonna tell you something good about life. Everyone is born with two lives. Two lives. The first one begins when you was born. And the second one begins the moment that you realize you only have one life to live. PotsandPolitics.
Yeah, baby. Time to get on down. Mr. Charlie, but you thought you was going to hear from me on this PotsandPolitics remix joint? Come on, damn. Check it. Let me show you how we do this joint here. I see the goo, adjustable spoon, the cook in the morning until the afternoon. They get real loose like Tommy L. Slow. I bust this dope rhyme live in the saloon. Get up and shake your butt and eat my stuff. Cause when I rhyme, you know it's raw. Meat is nice tender, it's never tough. And I'm out to win the neighborhood.